Hey, what's up, life that Pansy with another Path of Exile video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to make pretty much any kind of amount of currency fairly slowly, but AFK, so any build can do it. So we're using the mappers that we've set up here in Kingsmarch. I've got my mappers at maximum rank, so there's 3 map devices and we've got 6 portals on each one. And they can do tier 16 maps which have either Maven, Searing Exarch, or Eater of Worlds influence. So that means you will occasionally get Ichors, Embers, you get the Maven, Chisels of Proliferation, that kind of stuff. And they can even do purple maps as well. Now, all I'm doing is I'm giving them just T16 maps that I have, that I'm not running these. I've got 742 tier 16 maps, and I'll just take a bunch of armory maps, and then I will just chuck on I'll alchemy them or binding them, and then I'll just corrupt them. And that's it. That's the setup. That's all you have to do. And you just chuck them in here, and you press go. And you can mouse over them, so you see there's a little percentage chance for an Atlas runner to be permanently killed in this map. And if you have all T1, all T10s, then I think there's always 1%. So there's 1% is the minimum you can get. But it can go pretty high, so I try to keep it low. So if I have really juicy maps, then I give it to the mappers that are really good. And if I have really just whatever meh maps, then I give it to the other guys. And at the moment, this is what we've got. This is from, I think, 3 rounds. So like a stack of, you can fit 12 in each map device. And so that's 36 maps, and I think this is 2 or 3 rounds of doing that. And it takes them about an hour and a half to finish. I've got Wealthy Exile up here, and if we just go to the Map Runner Money tab, maybe if I change zone as well, I've just emptied out the tabs. And if we do this, we're now at, how much are we? 12 divines, and this is wrong, because Simulacrum Splinters are not 3 chaos each. So if we take that off, then we're down to actually 9.2. But still, this is around 3 divs per sort of set of 36 maps. And if we go back, there's additional benefits to doing this as well, and that's, dust. Because you can get a lot of dust this way. Because these are all the rings, belts, and amulets I get from all of these. And these are 6, 7, whatever, 6,000, however much for each one. So this really adds up. And all I would do is, when they're done with a map, I would go in here and I would click anything that basically is highlighted on my loot filter. And I also take a couple of other things. Now I'm using a T17 oriented loot filter. So even though these are the T16 maps, so I'm not taking a lot out of these. And if we go into here, there's oils. I need to take those off the loot filter, but we get a ton of chaos. At 79 chaos so far. I think there's a divine orb or 2 in here, as well as an exalted orb. You get these Valdez puzzle boxes all the time. These chisels of scarabs. These are like 3 divines for 4 of them. So because you can run that, because the map runners can run that higher tier content, you get a lot of very good stuff out of this. You also get tons of bubblegum currency. So I'm picking up alterations and fusings and that kind of stuff. But I'm going to be back in a couple of days, and we'll see how they did. Hey, what's up, real life Pansy from the future, or the past if you're watching this on YouTube. And it's we've let these maps go for around 3 days, I think. So this is, I'm just going to show you very quickly the process I would use for yoinking all this stuff out. I take the rings, because again, the dust for ROG. Oh, you can actually hold down Control and click discard. That's also a really useful thing. You don't want to be Elon Musk in it like this. You can just do Control click, and then all the stuff comes at once. And then discard, and then just keep going like this. And this is exactly what I've been doing. And I'm going to finish. I've got like a full set of maps here to loot, and a full set here, and a full set here. And so I'm going to see you in just a second once I've done that, and we'll talk about the results. Okay, and we've finished. I've organized the stuff a little bit more. This is what it looks like when you have a lot of these mappers running. You just find so many of these belts, rings, amulets, that kind of stuff, and the dust is very good from those if you're not buying dust. But let's take a look at the Wealthy Exile. Now I organize everything into another tab. So if we hit this, then it's the, I think, sorted mappers loot. So it's 52 divines, and this is fair. I think we did around 100 maps, something like that, maybe 150, but it's over 3 days. So that's and it's not even 3 full days yet. It's Tuesday today, and I started it on Sunday evening. So in fact, it's not even 2 full days. So they're making around 1 div an hour. And right now, a Mage Blood, I think, is around 100 divs. I bought one yesterday for my build. And yeah, they're around 110 divs. I think I paid 108. So if you have these guys running for 4 days, you can get a Mage Blood, which is pretty good. I can't even think, I'm not sure that there's, maybe Original Sin is more expensive than that. Yeah, so you have to have 700 divs. So if you have it's around 1 divine an hour. If we go to the stash, we can see. Actually, I can show you what it looks like in game as well. Now, there's also, I think it's important to talk about what I didn't count, because there's a ton of stuff that I didn't put in, like these ritual splinters. We did actually get some full ritual vessels, which I think are like a 5C or 10, 15, 20C each. Wow, that's more than I expected. But I didn't count the ritual splinters or any splinters at all. In fact, even though this, we've got 86 splinters of tool, this is almost a full breachstone. But when I check the price of a breachstone, it's 5C. It's something we don't need to count at all. You get a fair amount of splinters, but you also get a ton of bubblegum currency. And the main money makers is not even the divine orbs; it's these Maven's scarabs of chisels of scarabs, and Maven chisels of proliferation. And these are the ones that give. One of them gives scarabs and pack size. These are the most important ones, and they get you a ton of money. So there's 2 divines for 3 of these right now, which is nuts. And these ones are 2 divines for 5. So you get a large amount of money out of these. I didn't include anything that I couldn't liquidate through Faustus very quickly. So the oils, I threw away anything under a crimson, even though you could probably sell them for 1C each. Was it a teal oil or no, violet oils? You could probably sell them for 1C each on Faustus, but it would take some time. The uniques that we got a Gull and a Fractal Thoughts. I mean, I'm just going to corrupt both of these and see what happens. We got an enhanced support as well. We also got a Sacred Orb. And if you know anything about the chances of Sacred Orbs, it's around 1. The chance of a Sacred Orb is 24-ish. 24. This is what the community thinks. This is not a perfect science, but it's around 24 times more likely than a mirror. So getting a Sacred Orb is a really good sign. And if you're doing a farm, like say the Giant Rogue Exiles and City Square, and you're dropping a lot of Sacred Orbs, you're going to drop a mirror soon enough, because it's a very, very good sign. We got Valda's puzzle boxes. We got some divines, exalts, annuls. We got 1 calamitous visions, because apparently they killed a Delhi boss, which is really good. And we got a couple of audience with the kings. These are going up in price quite a bit. The rogue markers, I didn't think I was going to collect these initially, but I think they're like 1 divine for 60,000. So we got at least 2 divs worth of rogue markers here, and you can sell those on Faustus again. We also got 1 full breachstone, but a ton of life force as well. So I think this is around it's almost 2 divines of yellow life force. I think this is going down in price quite a bit. Weirdly, burial medallions made a showing as well. So this is what you get: 52 divines. If we go to the map runner dump, this is the one I had. So this is where I kept all the stuff initially, and you can see here this is 5 divines. This is the first set of maps we did. This is the second set. This is the third set. This is the 4th set. This is the 5th set, and then this one would have been the 6th. So let's where's the calculator? So it's 36 maps times 6. 36 maps times 6 is 216. So around a quarter of a divine per map if we're at 52 divines. So if we divide by 52, then yeah, around a quarter of a divine per map. So that's pretty decent. And honestly, just don't sleep on these guys. You can just as soon as you get your map runners to level 9, they can do tier 16 maps. And if you have a couple of level 10 guys in there, then they can do corrupted tier 6e maps. Just make sure that when you chuck your maps in, that this chance for an Atlas runner to be permanently killed in this map is 1%. Because if you got 2%, that's double the chance. And it can be quite a bit of gold to re-roll for these guys. I just generally, like, if I have 1,000,000 gold, I go over to Faustus. I mean, not Faustus, Ralph, the recruiter. And then I just look for mapping rank 9 like that. And that's it. That's all I do. Like, if there's a 9, I take it. If there's a 10, then I take it happily. Oh, and T10 farmer. That's it. That's all it is. But honestly, 4 to 5 days for a Mage Blood. AFK, not bad. Not bad. And all you have to do, feed them, is just... I've just got these maps. They're not qualitied. They're just alked and vault. That's it. That's all you need. Anyway, that's it from me. I hope this video has been useful to you, and I hope you get yourself either a Headhunter or a Mage Blood. But with that, I hope you are kind to everyone you meet. I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.